Schmack-a-magab, it's your buddy. That's right. I'm your buddy. And I got a donation from a buddy of mine that really is a buddy of all of you too. I'm talking about Charles Manson. And man, he's grabbed that baton from the great Waylon Latimer with these bracket things, which I call Battle Royale. And this time he did one for 1969 versus 1979. Now, timeline is everything. And you know how I do these bracket things. I just write, I don't analyze. I do that when I roll the camera. But I will say this, and let's see if I correct myself on this. I'm probably going to side more with 79 because it's my era. It's where I grew up on. And, you know, there'll be a lot of younger folks. There's a lot of young whippersnappers watching me that'll probably side with some of the 69 more than 79. Because you weren't there, and, you know, I was. So, but, you know, then there's people my age that'll probably side with 69 more than 79. Because you're perverts. You see what I did there? All right, so let's get this started, okay? We start with Neil Young's Cinnamon Girl versus Triumph, Laid on the Line. There you go, man. Right there, I'm showing my timeline. I'm giving that to Triumph. So Triumph now is going to battle with, let's see if it loses on the next one or if it keeps going. Grand Funk with Mr. Limousine Driver, which I actually do like that song, versus Styx, Renegade. Wait, Chuck Charles, Renegade was 78, wasn't it? Pieces of 8 was 78. But let's suspend our animation. See, I figured I'd do it before some smart-ass commenter going, Renegade 79, I'm pretty sure it's 78. 79 was Cornerstone. See how my timeline, you know? I'm going with Renegade. Timeline, man. Now, Renegade versus... Laid on the Line versus Renegade. Oh, mama, I'm in fear. Oh, man. This is tough. Laid on the Line is 79, by the way. Just a Game, my favorite Triumph album. I'm going to go with Triumph. Ooh, that kind of hurt. All right, next. CCR Proud Mary. I dig that tune. Not a big CCR fan, but I like that song. Versus Foreigner, Head Games. Now I am showing not my timeline because I'm giving that to CCR. And I don't mind Head Games. Next, Elvis with Suspicious Minds versus Van Halen, Dance the Night Away. VH. And I love that Elvis tune. Cream with Badge versus Cheap Trick with Dream Police. I don't dislike Badge, but I'm not a Cream fan. Cheap Trick, love them. And that's the title track to my favorite Cheap Trick album. All right, next, the Beatles Come Together versus the Cars Let's Go. Cars Let's Go is very special to me. That, you know, when I was into the Cars in 79, I even saw that tour, Candy-O. Beatles, never hated them, but I wasn't really, I'm sure I knew Come Together back then. But, you know, I wasn't a Beatle. I owned Candy-O, but all I owned from the Beatles was that Blue album, that Greatest Hits Part 2. But, whew, I love Let's Go, but man, I got to give that to the Beatles. See, I'm picking some 69 stuff because I'm a pervert. All right, next. Tommy James with Crimson and Clover versus the Romantics. What I Like About You. I don't dislike either one of them, actually. But, you know, I will say the Romantics. Showing my timeline there. Dun, 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 dun. I love that song. Hey! Uh-huh. You know, I saw the Romantics maybe 5, 6 years ago, and I was bummed it didn't have that drummer. The guy that sang the song. He wasn't there. So the dude that sings like Walking in My Sleep, he sang the tune. Alright, I don't remember if that drummer sang, the new drummer of Romantics. He might have. Alright, next is oh wait, man, I'm messing up here. Alright, Lay It on the Line won over Renegade. Lay It on the Line wins over Proud Mary. Ooh, Dance the Night Away versus Lay It on the Line. Oh. Man, do I like Van Halen way more than Triumph, but I gotta give it to Lay It on the Line. And Dance the Night Away is like one of my favorite Van Halen songs. Crazy, right? Dream Police versus Lay It on the Line. Hurts, but I'm still sticking with Lay It on the Line. Come Together versus Lay It on the Line. Whoa. Triumph. Yeah, not popular, I know. But man, I love that song so much. Alright, obviously, because I love Come Together. What I Like About You, again, I'm going to give it to Triumph. Triumph is holding on. Alright, next is Doors, Touch Me versus ZZ Top, Cheap Sunglasses. Very tough. Very tough. I'll never forget the first time I saw not the Doors, ZZ Top. I won tickets, and it was the El Loco tour. And I went to the show in a motorcycle, in the back of a motorcycle. I was scared poopless. And when they played Cheap Sunglasses, that one part of the song goes, whoop, they had this laser, it went like that. It was so badass. So I'm going with the Doors, actually. I'm gonna love you. I adore that song. Hey, I adores that song. But I'm going to go with Triumph again. Man, Triumph laid on the line. Alright, next, Zombies, Time of the Season. Now here I'm showing my timeline. Because I actually put this song on just to reacquaint myself, and I'm like, oh yeah, I know this song. People from 69 would pick that. I'm going with Hold the Line from Toto. But Triumph wins the left side. Now I'm going to go to the right side bracket and see who wins there and put it against Lay It on the Line. Stones. The Rolling Stones with Gimme Shelter versus I Was Made for Loving You. That one's very easy for me. I'm going with the Stones. Sly and the Family Stone, Everyday People versus Pretenders, Brass and Pocket. Everyday People. And I dig Brass and Pocket. I dig that first Pretenders album. What's that song? I'm not even going to bring it. It's just a badass song on that. Tattooed Love Boys, that's what. And so far, on the right side, I so far picked 69 songs. All right, next, Whole Lotta Love from Led Zeppelin versus Highway to Hell. AC/DC. Love them both, but Bon Scott, baby. So there I'm going with 79. Jackson 5, I Want You Back versus Michael Jackson, Rock With You. Love them both. I really do. I'm a big fan of Off the Wall, which I did an episode on. I think it's the perfect, probably the greatest pop album ever. Just straight pop. But that Jackson 5 song wins. I absolutely love that song. All right. MC5, Kick Out the Jams, Mother. Versus The Clash, Train in Vain. If you would have asked me this like a year ago, I would have went with MC5. But because of Charles Manson, who turned me on to London Calling with a track by track, And I hated the Clash. I never liked the Clash. And I ended up loving the Clash because of that album. And Train in Vain is like one of the songs I did know from it that I didn't like as a kid. And I'm listening to it in the context of the album. Final song, I was like, God damn, this song is great. And I'm giving it to that, man. All right, next, I never liked Joe Cocker's version of Little Help from My Friends. Sorry with excuse me. What will you do? Yeah, I love John Belushi's version of it. Versus, since you've been gone, I'm out of my head, can't take it. Giving that to Rainbow. Next, Allman Brothers Whipping Post versus Dire Straits Sultans of Swing. Man, I love the guitar solo in Sultans of Swing. The song, it's alright, it's fair. Whipping Post from Allman Brothers, simple. I'm going with 1969 on that one. All right, The Who with Pinball Wizard versus ELO's Don't Bring Me Down, which I love ELO. Flew to Oakland to see ELO. But I love The Who much more. And Pinball Wizard, never get sick of it. Tommy's a masterpiece. Love that album. Okay, then the final one. Oh man, I keep messing up. All right, Stones, Give Me Shelter versus Everyday People. I'm giving it to the Stones. Stones, Give Me Shelter versus Highway to Hell. I'm going with AC/DC on that. All right, Jackson 5, I Want You Back. I'm going with Highway to Hell still. The Clash, Train in Vain versus Highway to Hell. I'm going with Highway to Hell still. Since You've Been Gone, I'm going with Highway to Hell still. Was Down to Earth 1979 or 1980? I was always under the impression it was on 1980. I could be wrong. Allman Brothers Whipping Post versus Highway to Hell. Highway to Hell. Pinball Wizard versus Highway to Hell. Well, that's a tough one. Highway to Hell. All right, now the final one is Blind Faith, Can't Find My Way Back Home. I listened to that today because I was like, do I know this? And then I heard it. I was like, yeah, I know it. I don't care for it. Versus The Knack with My Sharona. My Sharona, I love that song. But Highway to Hell. So Highway to Hell wins the right side. So now it's Triumph, Lay It on the Line versus AC/DC's Highway to Hell. So close. So close. But I got to pick one. And I'm picking the band. The band I like more is going to lose. Triumph. Lay It on the Line is the winner of the Battle Royale 1969 against 1979. Lay It on the Line. There you go. Manson, that is... Thank you, bro. This one wasn't that difficult, to tell you the truth. I mean, a lot of these songs I don't care for. Not a lot, but a lot of these 69 songs. Was Head Games 1979? I don't know. I think Chuck Manson might have got some of these years wrong. So, hey, look, everybody out there, if you want to attack the dude, you're a fool. Because rules, man. Forgive the dude. He's my #1 donator, and I forgive him. But I'm still going to call it 69 to 70. But then again, I could be wrong. Maybe got it right. So, whatever. All I know is that I love doing these brackets, so I thank you, Chuck, Charles, and Waylon Latimer. I want to thank you both for coming up with this great idea and donating for me to do these, because it's fun. It's fun, but, you know, I gotta say, this one wasn't really torturous, except a couple. Renegade versus Lay It on the Line was tough. And Dance the Night Away, oh, that hurt. But the rest wasn't really that tough, to tell you the truth. I'm overlooking it now, but whatever. So thank you again, my friend. Thank you. And if you'd like to donate, I got a PayPal in the description below. And please subscribe to my channel if you have not. So, stay frosty. Listen to Black Sabbath and smack 'em a gob. Come on, come on, come on, come on now, touch me, baby. Yes, I have a JJ. I'm gonna squirt. I'm gonna have to edit this part out. YouTube won't allow showing me squirt.